Well, I'm not sure this is going up. This is me, and I'm trying. I shouldn't have started well, I'm going to get across what I meant to say, though, so I'm saying that now. Um, I'm able to laugh. I have been telling about having an autoimmune disorder and allergic to chemicals, and this is still not going right, is it? Me in the fight with well, I'm laughing. That's the plus. Oh, I spoke with a lady I know on Facebook and YouTube last night, and she noticed a difference in me yesterday in how I felt. I had gotten some antibiotics and something from the doctor, but the whole point is I'm allergic to chemicals and not toxic fumes, and I've told about my kidnapping, about me writing a book and running a political campaign, and trying to tell what's been done to me and my children. And I guess really it's been a life of sheer hell because the last years, and I know now looking back, I was not even diagnosed with the autoimmune disorder till well, actually, till I came here to Roanoke in '86, and that's odd because if you ever hear the history about what's happened to me, doctors always knew. I even worked for doctors and wrote the book, and here I go. I didn't get this. I may do this over. I don't know. Anyway, I can get very sick, and it affects me. Well, the inflammation and everything can affect your whole body. So that's enough. Your liver, kidneys, the way you feel and look. And I was so happy that somebody, a couple, at least people yesterday on YouTube, noticed the video I put up, and I was feeling better. I'd taken the medicine overnight, and I had not used the heat, although it gets cold. But I hadn't used it because it's got mold, mildew, and it's got something else in there that really hurts me. But anyway, I felt better yesterday morning after taking the medication, and I can't get it refilled though because it's antibiotics. The point to this is you have to get away from the chemicals. There's no cure. It's like turning a light switch on or off. Jane Pauley did a story about this some years ago when she had a show that was on about 3 o'clock, and she had a doctor who specialized in chemical and autoimmune disorders. And she made the comment that's so true. It's like turning a light switch on, and you have to get away from it. So it's very hard in what's happened to me. Where I've lived, it's been deliberately put and to run me. And people like to tune it out, and there's some people who care to hear it and know it's the truth. Everybody knows that I couldn't make the mess up. It's so hideous. But it's to show people, and I didn't know that was going to be it, but I could tell by the video myself and how I feel. The night before, I was having trouble because there's something else that's been in here besides mold and mildew that's so bad on the air and heating. I don't know what it is, but it makes me suddenly my memory goes. And a lady I spoke with yesterday, she can attest to. She talked to me, and it was pretty bad. Because I tell you what I did. I was feeling so good yesterday morning. It was like a breath of fresh air, like going back some years ago when I still felt good and everything. I couldn't believe it. And I had some letters I had to put in the mailbox outside, and there's a lot of people traffic here, and I didn't want them to get the check, the envelopes out and then not get to the intended. And I sit here at the patio door, glass door, but it's so cold I still opened it. But I was sitting right by the air and heat, which I had not had on for days. I'd rather stay well than get I mean, I guess I get rather freeze. Anyway, longer I sat there waiting for the mailman to come so I wouldn't miss him, I got so sick and I thought, my God, my ears are closing up again. I got a bacterial infection from it a little over a year ago, and I don't think it ever got healed. But I've put all this up so I won't be redundant again, get off now. Well, maybe I won't. The whole thing has to end. The people that are doing this, and if you don't know background on it, somebody is just picking this one up. They say, "Hey, lady," so you know what they would say without looking back, and then make comments that are so untrue. But anyway, I was talking to the lady last night, and that was after I'd sit over there and mailed the letters and got away from it first because I was feeling so bad. But last night, it was all back, the congestion, the ears clicking, they'd pop, and really it affects your memory. Whatever's in here now does. And this lady yesterday, I talked to late in the afternoon. I talked to her and she'd seen the video, and first the thing she said was how much better I looked yesterday on that video. And then by the time I got through talking to her, I bet the lady was so glad. Anyway, she's a nice lady, and I wanted to thank the couple that made those comments that noticed the difference in me. My hope is that soon, while I've got a life hopefully left, that it changes and things are better. And it's kind of odd because yesterday I got up, things I couldn't do in a long time, or I made myself do at times, was organize things because I don't have that much space here where I'm at. And I was organizing things and feeling great and laughing, or great according to what's been done to me. Now, I did feel good yesterday. So now then, last night was again holy is the word for it. So I took the medicine again, but you have to get away from it. And I'm going to show you this, and I know I have to have a roof over my head, and it's not popular for me to say this, but I'm going to say it. I've told the truth about it all, and that's what has to be stopped. I can be running from here to there until I can't run anymore. So you have to get away from the toxic fumes, or they have to be stopped or corrected and not put in the room. Now, I hope people did show the difference, because someday maybe it'll help those who have an autoimmune disorder and they're allergic to toxic fumes. Because a lot of families have not been told. It's not discussed that much, and they would think somebody who keeps saying, "I'm so tired, I'm so tired." That's just one of the effects. Your immune system gets so low, your immune system attacks itself once you inhale it. So you have to stop the inhaling. So that means you get away, or they fix it where you're living or working or whatever. So I'm going to get off here, and I just hope that you can compare yesterday, and I'm feeling better this morning. Not like yesterday, but better. But that was because it showed it there. I sit by the waiting on the mailman, so he didn't take off without my letters. And I sit there, and it just made me sick a little bit. And by the way, it's not on. The air and heating I have not turned on. And when I did, up until about 4 days ago, I'd turn it on briefly just to heat the place up a little because it gets cold here, and turn it off. So had nothing to do with me turning it on. It was off for the last 3 or 4 days. And just sitting by it did all that to me. Now I'm going to go here. I think I need to power it up, and I hope I have a place to stay. When I know it's not popular to put it up. I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. Well, I can't get the thing out now, so I bet it didn't even take, did it?